Well, first let's talk about where Montana is. During the last 4 years, we've increased our oil and gas production at the fastest rate in the country. We've increased oil production by 38%. We've increased our natural gas at 34%. And so Montana is increasing our oil production and gas production. So let's check that box. People have said what we need to do is increase our natural resource production so that we have more money for our schools. And so we've done the first part of it. The problem is that back in the 90s, when the price of oil was low, the legislature responded by saying, you know, we ought to give holidays on some of these taxes because we need to encourage more oil and gas drilling in Montana. Well, whether it was the tax holiday or whether it was the higher prices or whether it was new technology with horizontal drilling and finding new discoveries in eastern Montana, we increased our oil production. Well, now the price of oil is between 3 and 5 times higher than it was when we implemented this bill. And many of us are thinking, we won't take all of their holidays away. There's about $100 million worth of tax savings that they're gaining because of that legislation that had been proposed because the price of oil was low. Well, now the price of oil is high. And this is a great source of revenue. We're not taking all of their tax holidays away. We're just decreasing their tax holidays. And it's a great source of revenue ongoing for teachers. And to consider oil and gas a dirty source, well, look, it is the source that we drive around in. It is what we fuel our automobiles with. It is the technology of today. 15 or 20 years from now, some of my wind turbines will be running electric cars, and I'll be excited about that. But for right now, this is our option. Now, as to teacher salaries, please. We have some of the lowest starting wages for teachers in the country. How can I attract more people to study science and math and then be a teacher of science and math if we're paying them half or a third of what they can make as an engineer? An engineer goes through a 4-year curriculum studying science and math and starts a salary at $80,000. A teacher has a 4-year curriculum studying science and math and starts out at $22,000. It's very difficult to get those real talented science and math teachers to stay in education. And so this is an opportunity. And as for the engineering companies, they've been saying for some time, we need more engineers. Why? Because we're developing our natural resources at the fastest rate. Oil and gas companies, coal gasification companies, they all need engineers. And so if we're going to create new engineers, you better start by having great science and math teachers, and this actually creates more engineers to develop more oil and gas. If you don't like oil and gas, well, I guess there's nothing in it for you.